Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about my experience, I guess, with cloth diapering a newborn. I literally just filmed this video, and then my camera was facing the wrong way. Well, this is my daughter, Violet. She's the newborn I will be talking about in this video. She is 3 months old right now, which is crazy. Like, I feel like she's huge for being 3 months old. So in this video, I'm just going to talk to you guys about the pre-folds I used, the covers I used, and the all-in-ones that I used. And then throughout the video, I'll insert pictures of her in each of these, like, diapers. And then at the end, I'm kind of going to talk about, like, what I feel like was worth it, what wasn't worth it. And I'll show you guys a picture of her in a one-size diaper, just so you can kind of see why I feel like having a newborn stash is really worth it. So the two brands that I used were Nikki's Diapers and Clothies. So this is the Clothies. It was just, you know, a white cotton diaper. And there's, the layers in it are 4 by 8 by 4, I believe. Yeah, and this is a really good diaper. It's thick, I love it. It was really absorbent, and it was just, I don't know, it was the perfect diaper. And then the Nikki's, I actually didn't like. It was just really thin. I think if it was thicker, I really would have liked it a lot better, but because of how thin it is, my daughter was out wetting it like so fast. Like, I would change her and it would just be full of pee, where with this one it would last longer. It's just more absorbent. It just didn't get as full as quick because of all the extra layers in it. So I don't know, this one, I feel like if you're trying to decide between the two, definitely go with Clothies. Just because this one's just so thin. I just feel like it's not worth it because it won't last as long with absorbing all the pee. But that's also something to look at. If you plan on getting pre-folds, look at how many layers of fabric is in each little section. It should just say it on like whatever website you're buying on. It'll tell you how many layers is in each little section. One thing I want to say is all these covers do still fit. So it's the Rumperoos cover, and it's just, I mean, it's this tiny little newborn cover, and it's cute. I loved it. It's super thin, which is nice, so it's not too bulky on a newborn. And it has the 2 buttons, which is also nice because you can get a better fit, I feel like, with the 2 buttons instead of 1. Just because if you need it tighter on the legs, you can do that without making it too tight on their belly. This diaper, it was an awesome diaper. I actually really love this one. And the outside is actually really soft, which is weird, but it's a soft diaper. And then there's the 2 leg thingies. And I don't know, this was a good diaper. There's nothing really bad to say about it. It was a good diaper. It worked. Okay, and the next one is this Thirsties Duo Wrap Size 1. This isn't a bad cover. I mean, it's pretty, I feel like it's just a pretty basic cover. The elastic right here doesn't go down as far as this one, like it's not as tight. So, I mean, this one will really go under that umbilical cord. Or this one, I mean, it did go under it, but it's not as tight as the other one. I don't know, this one's just a pretty basic cover. The little leg thingies, it has 2 of them also, but the second one is relaxed, which I've noticed happens a lot with Thirsties, is the second elastic will just get super relaxed really quick. I think my favorite thing about this diaper is the Velcro though. I think Velcro, it's just a lot quicker than buttoning, and you can just get it on them quick and just be done. Yeah, I just feel like it's a lot easier to use. My favorite cover was my buttons cover. This cover also has a little elastic right here, so it goes under the cord. And then there's buttons on the inside for their button-in inserts that you can get. And then it's a thick diaper. I think that's the only downside to this diaper is how thick it is, because on a little baby, I feel like it can be pretty bulky just because it's just really thick. But it's an amazing diaper. I love this thing. It also has the 2 buttons right here, so you can also get a really good fit. And I don't know, I mean, she's still wears this one, so I like it a lot. It's a really good diaper. And then the other one that I used was actually not a newborn diaper, but it was a Nikki's diaper. And I mean, it sort of went under her cord, but it would rub the bottom of it. That's the only issue with this diaper, which it's not a newborn diaper, so I didn't really expect it to fit like as well as the other ones, but it still fit. But like I said in the beginning, she was 8 pounds, so it might be different for a smaller baby. I don't think it's a good cover. It has a little pockets, so if you want a pad fold, you can just tuck them in the pockets. And yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's a pretty good cover. I really like it, but it's not good for small babies. So I have already sold almost all of my all-in-ones, except for one. I still have this one because this is the first cloth diaper that I put my daughter in after I brought her home. So I'm like, well, you know, gotta keep it. And I really like this. This is actually my favorite diaper too. It has rolled like elastics. So if you don't know what that is, you just, when you put it on the baby, it'll be sticking out like that. And then you just like tuck it and like roll it in. So then it's like that. I feel like it's really gentle on their legs, which is nice. And this one has a little cutout right here for the umbilical cord instead of having a button down, which most newborn cloth diapers do. And yeah, so there's just like a button in thing. I haven't sunned it, so it's stained. And there's also a pocket in this one, which is nice. So yeah, I really liked this. There is only one snap instead of two, but I know the new Smart Bottoms, the Smart Bottoms Born Smart 2.0, I think it does have the 2 rows, which is nice. Okay, so since I don't have the diapers, I'll still talk about them and I'll still insert pictures of what they looked like on my daughter. The diapers that I had were THX and Happy Flute and Bum Genius 2.0, I think is what it was. And then I had a Nikki's and an Imagine. So first I'll talk about the THX and Happy Flute. I'm kind of going to put them together because they're basically the same diaper. There's not very many differences about them. I think there's microfiber. Yeah, there's microfiber in the middle of them with a stay dry top like layer. And I don't know, they weren't bad diapers. They fit good. The only issue with those is the absorbency does not last. I think those only lasted like 2 or 3 weeks. And after that, she couldn't wear it for over an hour. Like she would leak a lot with those diapers, which I know is something that like everybody goes through, especially with those diapers. They're just not absorbent. Like they don't last long. They're great for small newborns though, and they're great for like right at the beginning because they're just so easy to use. But I mean, after that, they're kind of, I don't know, they just don't last. And the next one I'll talk about is the Bum Genius 2.0, which was my second favorite diaper that I had. It was pretty absorbent and it lasted a while for us. I'd never had she never leaked with it. I never had an issue with leaking, which was nice. That one did not have the umbilical cord snap down like the other ones. That one had a little thing right here, just like the covers do, and that kind of kept it below the umbilical cord. And then the Nikki's and the Imagine did have the umbilical cord snap downs, and they weren't bad diapers. They also lasted a while. I know they lasted longer than my THX and Happy Flute, but I don't think they lasted as long as my Smart Bottoms and my Bum Genius. So also, I feel like if you're trying to buy cloth diapers that are going to last a little past the newborn stage, pre-folds and covers are the way to go for sure. I think, and maybe pockets actually too. If you can find like a small pocket diaper, like I know some are sized, then that would probably last too. But I didn't have any of those. So I really think though pre-folds and covers are the best way to go. It's the cheapest way and it lasts the longest. So I don't know. I feel like you can't go wrong with the pre-folds and covers. I also really recommend just having a newborn stash. Even if like, I know it's kind of like extra money to spend just for those like couple months that they'll fit in that diaper, unless you get pre-folds and covers, then they'll probably fit longer than that. But it's worth it just because one size diapers really don't fit newborns. Like companies will say they fit to like 8 to however many pounds, and that's not true. They do not fit an 8-pound baby. My daughter was probably 9 pounds in an all-in-one diaper, and the legs were way too big for her. Like I'll insert a picture so you guys can see how big and bulky it was on her. But the legs, there was huge gaps. So it didn't fit. I guess maybe if you had a baby with like some chunky legs, maybe it would work out. But I feel like, I don't know, I think a newborn stash is worth it. Because once you're done with the newborn diapers, you can always just sell them. And then the money you get from that, you can use them to buy your one size diaper. Also, I want to talk about how I folded my pre-folds. So there's like a regular fold, which I don't know what it's called, but I'll show you. I'm gonna insert a video of me showing you guys what fold I like to use, and I kind of talk about like the regular fold and why I don't like it, and yeah, I'll insert a video. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the folds that I'm talking about in the video. So the first one, I'll just show you like a regular like fold. So you just fold it in, put it over the baby. I think she's way too big for this pre-fold, but just imagine what this would look like on a smaller baby. So with a regular fold, just like this, the legs, there's always these huge gaps right here. And if they're a newborn, then the poop will go out of the gaps. So the fold that I'm talking about, the jelly roll, is you just roll it in. And it just gets a better fit on the baby. And then you just go up. And then, you would snappy it. And then just rolling it just gets like a better fit on the legs. And there's not huge gaps. And then you can always go back and just kind of tuck it back in after you get it snappied, just to get a better fit. But she is getting cranky. I think she's hungry. So I'm going to end this video. If there's anything I forgot to mention, I'm gonna insert it somewhere or like add it at the end. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.